It remains the deadliest maritime disaster the world has ever seen during peacetime. A horror so profound it eclipses even the Titanic. Imagine a collision so violent it didn't just sink a ship. It turned the surrounding ocean into a boiling, towering inferno. 4,385 lives were lost that night. Only 26 survived. And the most devastating part? It was a tragedy fueled entirely by human greed and reckless negligence. The vessel at the center of this nightmare was the MV Doña Paz. But the ship was born under a bad omen. They carved up the interior to squeeze in more bodies, artificially inflating its legal capacity from 600 to over 1,500. It was a floating, ticking time bomb. It was 5 days before Christmas, and the desperation to get home was palpable. There was no head count. If you could physically squeeze onto the boat, you got on. The Doña Paz was officially rated for about 1,500 people. That night, over 4,000 souls crammed aboard, nearly triple the safety limit. On the deck, a passenger named Salvador was smoking a cigarette. At first, it looked small, but as it grew larger, he realized with horror that a massive ship was bearing down on them, showing no signs of turning. Moments later, a deafening crash tore through the night. The Doña Paz lost power instantly, plunging thousands of panicked passengers into pitch-black darkness. The tanker's ruptured hull spewed oil into the ocean, which ignited instantly. The fire didn't just stay on the ships, it spread across the water itself. It was a literal sea of fire. Inside the Doña Paz, it was pandemonium. Passengers trampled one another in the dark, blocked by walls of luggage and bodies. Those who miraculously fought their way to the deck were met with a vision of hell. The ocean was burning. They faced an impossible choice: stay on the ship and be incinerated, or jump into water that was boiling hot and slick with burning oil. It took the Coast Guard 16 hours to arrive. 16 hours. By then, both ships had long since vanished beneath the waves. The Doña Paz had no working radio. The life jackets were locked away in cabinets to prevent theft, making them inaccessible when it mattered most. While the apprentice was left alone on the bridge, unprepared and untrained, the senior officers were reportedly drinking and watching movies. The wreckage of the Doña Paz still lies at the bottom of the sea, a mass grave for thousands of people who just wanted to be home for Christmas.